Everyone wants to be rich, but very few truly understand what wealth means. Most people think it's about money, fame, or comfort, yet none of those things guarantee peace. Real wealth isn't about how much you collect. It's about how little you need to feel whole. It's that quiet confidence that whispers, "What I have is enough," and the calm knowing that what's meant for you will come when you're ready. Society trains us to chase, compare, and want more, and that's exactly how people stay poor on the inside, even when they look successful on the outside. The Stoics knew this long before us. The richest person isn't the one with the most, but the one who needs the least. When you stop competing with others, you finally begin to connect with yourself, and that's when true wealth begins. Not the kind you can see, but the kind you can feel. It's not measured in possessions, but in freedom. The freedom from proving, from craving, from needing. A calm mind, a strong body, a few loyal people, and meaningful work. That's a kind of wealth the world can't take away. When your peace no longer depends on things or people, you've already won a game most don't even realize they're playing. Because what many call ambition is often just fear wearing a nice suit, fear of being forgotten, fear of being less. But when you master your desires instead of being ruled by them, you become untouchable. You move differently, quietly, confidently, with a power that doesn't need to shout because it already knows its worth. That's the first step toward real happiness. Understanding that wealth begins in the mind, not in the bank. In the next part, we'll explore how to build this kind of inner fortune and why the richest life is often the simplest one. The journey toward real wealth starts within, not in your wallet, but in your thoughts. Most people stay poor because their minds are chained to comparison, constantly measuring their worth by what others have instead of who they're becoming. But the moment you stop comparing, growth begins. Inner wealth is built through contentment in progress, not in perfection. Every day gains value when you focus on evolving your mindset rather than seeking validation. Marcus Aurelius once said that a man's worth is measured by the things he pursues. If what you chase brings peace, you're already rich. If it brings anxiety, you're still serving your desires. The truth is, the more your happiness depends on external things, the less control you have over your own peace. That's why the Stoics practiced detachment, not to reject joy, but to ensure joy never owned them. Real wealth is the freedom to walk away from anything that threatens your calm. It's the quiet power to say no to noise, drama, and distraction. The simpler your life becomes, the more abundance you feel, because simplicity creates space. Space for clarity, for creativity, for joy. When your mind is uncluttered, you begin to see beauty everywhere. Gratitude naturally follows. Gratitude isn't pretending everything is perfect. It's recognizing the perfection that's already present. You stop needing more to feel alive because you realize you already hold what you once wished for. That's when you stop chasing happiness and start becoming it. Your energy shifts, your presence deepens, and even the world starts to move differently around you. Opportunities appear not because you're striving, but because your peace makes you magnetic. Inner wealth creates outer success, never the other way around. In the next part, we'll uncover how to balance this peace with ambition, how to grow, achieve, and still stay grounded no matter what the world throws at you. Peace without ambition becomes stagnation, but ambition without peace turns into chaos. The real art of living lies in mastering both. Most people confuse movement with progress. They chase speed instead of direction, doing more, earning more, showing more, yet feeling emptier. The Stoics knew better. True advancement comes not from intensity, but from intention. You can sprint all you want, but if your mind is restless, you're just running in circles. Inner calm gives your ambition precision. It lets you chase goals without being chased by them. When your actions come from peace instead of pressure, ambition transforms into purpose. You start working out of desire, not desperation. The calm achiever doesn't do everything. They do what truly matters. Every decision has weight. Every action carries clarity. That's quiet power, the strength that doesn't need to shout. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Do what is right, not what is easy." When you live by that, success becomes a natural side effect, not the finish line. The modern world celebrates hustle, but wisdom celebrates alignment. You don't need endless motivation. You need disciplined clarity. When peace leads ambition, the noise fades and focus sharpens. That's why the most grounded people often seem calm in chaos. They've learned to detach from outcomes and stay devoted to effort. Peace fuels persistence. When your worth no longer depends on results, you take control of your life. Failure turns into feedback. Success feels steady, not suffocating. Because real power is balance, ambition guided by stillness. In the next part, we'll explore how to turn this balance into daily action, how to live wealth and happiness every day, not just dream about them. Real wealth and happiness aren't treasures you stumble upon one day. They're habits you shape every single day. Everyone says they want peace, success, or joy, but the truth shows in what you do when no one's watching.
Each small choice you make either strengthens your peace or steals from it.
Every morning, when you choose gratitude instead of complaint, focus instead of distraction, and presence instead of noise, you're quietly building wealth the world can't measure. You're investing in the one asset no market can crash, your inner state. The Stoics taught that true happiness comes from living in harmony with your values, aligning what you think, say, and do. That's when life stops being a chase and starts becoming clarity. You stop seeking quick highs and start creating steady fulfillment. Simple rituals, like journaling, moving your body, or sitting in silence, become deposits into your inner fortune. They remind you that peace isn't earned through chaos, but through consistency. The happiest people aren't those who avoid difficulty. They're the ones who meet it with calm, curiosity, and courage. They treat emotions as messengers, not masters. When frustration rises, they pause. When fear appears, they listen. Every challenge becomes a lesson in self-control. This is how you practice wealth, by mastering your reactions. Because when your inner world is stable, the outer one falls into place. Happiness stops being a goal and becomes a way of being. Something you carry, not something you chase. And when you live like that, you naturally draw in people, opportunities, and energy that reflect your peace. You move lightly, love deeply, and act wisely. In the final part, we'll uncover how to protect this inner wealth, how to stay unshaken when life tests your peace, and how to remain rich where it matters most, within. The final step to lasting wealth and happiness is protection, guarding your peace like it's your most precious treasure. Because it is. Once you build inner strength, life will test it. People will challenge your calm, situations will pull at your patience, and doubt will try to drag you back into old ways of thinking. But real power isn't found in escaping storms. It's found in standing steady through them. The world will always make noise. Your discipline decides whether that noise enters your mind. When you protect your peace, you stop reacting to every opinion, every slight, every setback. You learn to choose your battles, to spend energy only where it truly matters. That's how inner wealth grows, not through isolation, but through wise boundaries. Boundaries say, I respect my time, my energy, and my emotions. They let you stay kind without being taken advantage of, generous without being drained. The Stoics understood this perfectly. Strength isn't the absence of feeling, it's the control of it. Calmness isn't weakness. It's the highest form of mastery. The one who can stay centered when everything else shakes has already won. Because that's real freedom. Freedom from overthinking, from validation, from fear. You realize that wealth has never been about what's around you, but about what's within you. When your inner world is in order, no loss can truly touch you. Money fades, status shifts, people change, but your peace remains. And that's the kind of wealth that compounds with time. So protect it. Choose stillness over reaction, presence over panic, reflection over noise. Because in the end, happiness doesn't belong to those who have more. It belongs to those who need less and understand more. If this message resonates with you, remember, wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you become. This is the mindset we live by in Motivazione Stoica, where strength starts within, and peace is the greatest fortune of all.